Good morning, y'all. I have been sitting here reading my Bible, and since my schedule's a little different today, I thought I'd come on here and share my story on anxiety and my testimony of how God delivered me from it. Because if I share the post later today on battling fear and anxiety, I don't think it will come across the way I'm praying it will for you unless I share what I've gone through. And I'm not saying what I've gone through is bad. I'm just saying that my testimony may help you, and that I think you need to know a little bit of the backstory before I share how God delivered me from it. In the third grade, I had two people pass away that were very close to me, and that's what started my anxiety. And I was never able to move past it. Not move past the deaths, but move past the fear and anxiety of losing someone. And that started this tumbleweed of just crippling anxiety, where I would have to stay home from school. Some days when it would hit me, I would just lay in bed crying. I didn't know how to control it. I thought it was part of me. I think oftentimes we think anxiety is just part of us. It's part of how God created me. And there's no way to get around it. But what I will tell you is there is a God that is powerful, and we must surrender our whole selves to Him, because He took my anxiety. He took my anxiety January 3rd. After 10 plus years of battling anxiety, He took it. And it's something I get emotional about because, y'all, I never lived a day without anxiety. It was always there. And it would stop me from doing things that I wanted to do because I would just have anxiety attacks, scared of what would happen. What if I didn't ride with my mom to the store and she got in a wreck and died? I wanted to die with her. Like, that's the things that went through my head. That's the craziest thing to think. But the thing is that's things we all, maybe not all of us think, but some of us think. That's what anxiety will do to you. That's what the devil will do to you. He will scare you and bring these tactics into your world to say you should be scared. You should be anxious and fearful. But what I will tell you is God is so good. God is so good. And with Him, you can get past whatever you're going through. And so January 3rd, I was at Passion in Atlanta, and I was sitting there listening to this worship music and this band play, and I said, God, I surrender it. I can't live my life like this anymore. I don't want to live my life like this. And in a split second, He answered, and He took my anxiety. I will not tell you my days are perfect, that my anxiety is 100% gone, because the devil still tries to attack me. He still tries to tell me you're not worth it. Your fear is going to control you again. That's what I'm fearful of. And so when that happens, I surrender. Well, first off, I surrender every day, every moment. And I will tell you, I have had an anxiety attack since that moment that God took my anxiety. I fell to the ground. I was crying, like uncontrollably. Didn't know what to do. And I heard this little voice. It really wasn't a voice. It was more of a thought. Dang, girl, if you're going to fall to the ground, at least surrender to me. And so I surrendered and I prayed, God, take this anxiety from me. Help me figure out this situation. And in a matter of 10 minutes, the problem I had was gone. The anxiety I had was gone. And so what I can tell you is He can do anything. You just have to be willing to surrender your whole self to Him. And so that's my story of 10 plus years of battling anxiety taken in a split second. He may not take it in a split second for you, but your story is different. And He is a God that can take all your fears and worries and anxieties. You just have to ask Him and be willing to lay it all down at His feet. I hope my story helps you, and I hope my post later comes to you in grace and love, and that it truly gives you that stepping stone of starting your life without fear. It's so worth taking that journey, my friends.